Hey, everybody, this is the XO Marriage Podcast, an exclusive inside look at the world of XO. We have a very special episode for you today. We're going to do a crossover episode with the Naked Marriage Podcast, but also we are on the XO Cruise. You might have heard of it. We're in the Mediterranean. We're in lovely Monte Carlo, Monaco. We've had a wonderful day here. We've got a lot of couples on the XO Cruise having a wonderful time, building a stronger marriage and enjoying just the time that we've been having together and in sessions. We've got a special guest today. We got two special guests today, Dave and Ashley Willis.
What's up, guys? Isn't this the most beautiful place to record a podcast episode?
Yes, it is. I think it definitely is.
Ever.
I feel guilty that this counts as work. I mean, we are in Monte Carlo. We feel like we're in a James Bond movie right now.
That's right.
And we get to talk about marriage.
I always feel like I'm the villain, right? Because I'm the bald guy.
No.
The bald guy's always the villain. No, we're having a great time. And we're going to do a special crossover episode like I mentioned. So on Monday, we're going to have the Naked Marriage Podcast continue this episode. Dave and Ashley have the Naked Marriage Podcast. It's a wonderful podcast. Talk about a little bit what you guys have experienced on the cruise so far.
Oh my goodness. It's been awesome, right?
Yes.
We've never done anything like this. It's so nice. We've never seen any of the places where we stop. We've been to Palma de Mallorca. We've been to
España.
Marseille. Got to use our French some and our Spanish some, and it's been really fun. And I'm so ashamed that I'm not doing so well with my French, but Dave helps. But it's just seeing these beautiful places and spending time with these amazing people. It's awesome.
Oh, yeah. It's the couples who are here.
Yes.
It's great to interact and get to know other couples. But it's been so good to spend time with you and to just have
so much
this one-on-one
sweet
time and to connect with great friends, Brent and Stephanie and the whole Marriage Today and XO team. And these locations are absolutely stunning. I mean, it just doesn't even look real. I promise you this is not a green screen. This is real. But just stunning. And so if you ever get the chance to come on an XO cruise, xomarriage.com, where you can also find all the XO events around the United States and upcoming events. We'd love to meet you live and in person at any of them.
Yes.
Well, speaking of stunning, most of the time I'm doing the podcast by myself, but today I have my wife, Stephanie, with me.
Yes. Hello.
Go, Stephanie.
We are actually...
I only come out from Monte Carlo.
This is sort of a work trip, but we've also taken some time. We've been married for 21 years.
Yes.
No kids on this cruise, so we're...
Not allowed, so we're smiling extra.
Yes, this has
Extra
been
big
a
today.
great time for us to have some fun, too, as well. And so, Stephanie,
Yes.
what has been your favorite part of the cruise so far?
Oh, gosh. Well, we started in Barcelona, and there my favorite part was seeing the St. Familia Church.
Right.
It was just absolutely stunning. But just dinner with the couples, it's been a lot of fun. So, and probably that the kids are not here.
That's right. Again, our kids are not with us, so we're having an extra special time. And also, as always, at the end of this podcast, we'll be giving away an XO Now subscription, and be listening for that. If you want an XO Now subscription, all you have to do is go on, give us a review on iTunes or anywhere that you're listening to this, watching this, and you can get a chance to win an XO Now subscription. All of our XO conferences are on there. A lot of great content from Dave and Ashley Willis, Jimmy Evans, and many other speakers are on the XO Now network. We just want you to enjoy the podcast, listen to it, but also participate. Get in there. Tell somebody what you think about it, what you like, and also let us know what you would like to hear more about. So that's what we're going to be doing at the end of the podcast. But before that, let's talk about, I think this is interesting from the perspective of couples traveling together.
Yes.
Vacation horror stories.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Oh,
Well,
goodness.
A lot can happen on vacation, sweetie. We've heard
Oh, yeah.
we've heard a lot of horror stories. We haven't
have.
experienced horror story. We've experienced vacation stress, especially
Stress, for sure. Yes.
especially with kids.
Yes.
Sometimes even without kids, just when you're out of your routine and rhythm and you
Yes.
get tired and it can make you
Preparing
grumpy
for-
and all of that. But there are some actual vacation horror stories that we've
Yes.
heard from people that we know.
Oh, for sure. I mean, and some are just extremely sad. Like we heard from a couple that we knew years ago. They went on a family cruise, and on that cruise, the wife decided she was done, like midway through. And I think it was a long cruise, like a 7 to 10 day cruise.
Like a long cruise.
Midway through, she's like, "I'm done, and I just want you to know that
No,
you
it
can
was
take."
I think it was like
Was
day
it
one
early
or
on?
two. Like
Okay.
she had
Oh.
decided to leave him and hadn't told him yet. And then she waited till like day one of the cruise to say, you know what, I'm going to enjoy this cruise. And so I just got to get this
So
off
you're
my
on your
chest.
own.
I'm done. We're divorcing. We're now separated. I'm going to go do my thing. And so he spent like all week just
He was with the kids,
Crying
and then he'd see her out with other men.
devastated.
It was
She's
so
having a time of her
sad.
life.
That
So
is, those are
sad.
real people. They were at our church. I'm not going to say their names,
No,
but
no,
I
no.
promise
Story.
that's a true
It
story.
really is.
Oh,
My
gosh.
heart breaks for that guy. I mean, that was
yes.
hard. Yeah.
That has not happened on the EXO cruise.
No.
No, we would
None
not
of these
allow
Not at all.
couples have divorced on the cruise, so
We would not allow that to happen.
yeah.
We would
We have
continue.
We would give
100%
counseling.
success
We would
rate.
be praying.
Right.
Like, yes.
Last night at dinner, we were talking, and I said, what's the jail called on the cruise ship again? What is that called? And they said, oh, it's the brig. And I said, okay, well, I wonder if anybody's been thrown in the brig on this ship. And they said, well, I don't know, but a couple of other people at the table said, Garrett Booth, Pastor Garrett Booth, we just did the EXO conference in Houston. He was at the table. He said, we were on a cruise ship one time, and some guy got drunk, and him and his spouse were with some friends, and they dared him to go on the railing and walk on the
Oh,
railing
yes.
drunk.
Oh, my
And
goodness.
he fell overboard. And of course, this cruise ship just turns around quickly, the spotlights.
Wow.
And they threw that guy in the brig. And then Teresa Thomas, one of our coaches, was at the table, and she said, well, Jim and I were on a cruise, her and her husband. And she said, this couple got in a fight, and the woman was ecstatic. She was completely frustrated with her husband. She left the room. They were fighting so much. She comes back, and the husband has thrown all of her contents, all of her clothes, not his, all of her clothes, all of her luggage,
Yes.
makeup, everything, into the ocean.
Oh, man.
What in the world?
That is brutal.
Man.
He got thrown in the brig.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Then he got thrown in the
That is
doghouse once he got
rough.
off
Yes.
the
Yeah.
ship.
Exactly.
That is
So-
rough.
Yeah.
you got to be,
that is terrible.
this is kind of thing when you're on a cruise ship, you got to be careful to not go to places with your spouse you shouldn't go. Like, leave it home, have fun on a cruise ship. You know,
Yes.
going overboard, getting thrown in the brig.
Right.
Don't
That is
do
not the
that.
way you want to end
It is not.
a vacation.
It's not.
No.
Yeah.
And thankfully, none of the couples here have
Yeah, we have
gone
not
overboard
experienced that.
or their belongings.
Yes. All good. It's all good stuff.
So we're going out in town tonight to Monte Carlo. We were out there today, kind of hiking around. We've been to Barcelona and then to Palma de Mallorca.
Yeah.
Hey, I was impressed with your French today, by the way.
Merci beaucoup.
Yeah, si. I say si, now it's oui.
No,
Going from
Yeah.
España to Francais.
I've been saying like gracias here.
No, we've
in
been
Spain,
mixing it
Monte
up,
Carlo, too.
yes.
It happens.
I'm very much Spanglish, very, very much ingrained in my mind. But no, your French today was impressive. I was
Well,
very envious.
He loves to throw it out there.
hey, I don't know
He does
much,
a great job.
but it's
It's
yeah.
fun.
It's
you know
fun.
enough
Yeah.
just to make them mad.
Yeah, just
Yes.
enough for them to look at me and be like, what is he trying to say? And for the people with me that don't speak any to think, ooh, that's impressive.
amazing.
Yes. Yes.
right.
We're
Right.
gonna be
Yeah, you're being very falsely humble because I heard you converse with the bag check lady, and it was really
You're like,
great.
he's talking in French.
Oh, you're very kind.
He's very sophisticated.
So
Yes,
y'all,
look at
we've
him.
had 2 sessions so far on the EXO cruise, and y'all have been a part of both of them, including my dad. So, I mean, what's been y'all's takeaway from doing the sessions? The people involved, like who have you interacted with that's been special? Just talk about some more about the intricacies of the EXO cruise.
Yeah, no, it's been awesome. I love in the sessions, because we're all busy during the day and doing different excursions and exploring the towns. But it's so cool because we come back together, and it's a great way to make couple friends. I think couple friends are a great thing because you need to have friends that are couples who also believe in marriage and want to have a strong marriage. And so that's been really great. And the sessions, your dad, Jimmy Evans, like, I've heard him speak so many times, but every time he speaks, I learn something new and different. And it's been really cool just hearing some more wonderful wisdom from him
Yeah.
during the talks. And it's just great. I love it.
It's good.
Yeah, I'd echo that. The most special couple we've gotten to hang out with is Brent and Stephanie Evans. I've never met
These
them.
people
Oh,
right
yeah.
Quite
here.
amazing.
I will slip you the euros. I
Thank you.
promise
Thank
you.
you.
to say that.
10 euros, my friend. No, but it is wonderful to have the time alone together with your spouse, but it's also, like Ashley was saying, it is something so special happens when you connect with other couples in a fun atmosphere where you guys can just kind of hang out, get to know each other a lot over a short period of time.
Right.
And so we're leaving this cruise closer friends with people we were already great friends with, and having new friendships with people we didn't know at all.
Yeah.
That are gonna
From all over.
that are
Yes.
Yeah.
from all over that will really enrich us and encourage us and sharpen us. And so I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So we're going to be doing more cruises in the future. So if you want to be a part of that, go to exomarriage.com, subscribe to our email list. We send out emails all the time about opportunities you can take to get involved. Things like the cruise are awesome because you get to separate yourself from your normal routine, everything that's going on in your life. You get an opportunity to spend some time with your spouse that's much needed. Many times we don't even have cell phone service here
Yes.
because we're out in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea with no cell coverage. So you're forced
Yes.
to find
Yep.
something other than
It's
looking at your
true.
phone.
Right.
Which is always a good thing.
It's
It is
always
a
a
good
good
thing.
thing.
It is a good thing.
So what are you looking forward to next on the XO cruise?
Oh gosh, we we're going to go to Florence in a couple of days, and we've never been there. Have you guys been there?
No, never.
Yeah, so we've heard that it's going to be great shopping, beautiful, scenery, and great food. So I'm looking forward to that.
I'm too.
Sounds
Italy
awesome.
is one of those places that Stephanie and I have been. It's always been on our list of places we want to go to. And last time we were in Italy, we were on the cruise, the Mediterranean cruise. We were in where we start again. Venice.
Yes.
We were in Venice, but it was cold and rainy.
Yes.
Oh man, yeah.
It was great, but we'd like to go back and spend some more time in there in the city. And then when we got to Rome, we drove from the cruise ship to the airport, basically.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
So we still haven't seen the parts of Italy we want to. So every time we can step foot on
Yes.
Italian soil,
Yes. Soil.
we're happy.
Yes. Can't
So,
wait.
Okay, everybody, listen to the rest of this podcast on Monday, the Naked Marriage Podcast. Subscribe to that podcast. Go there, and we'll be releasing it on Monday. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks to everyone. We're here again in the Mediterranean XO Cruise. We love y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.